What's up, y'all? C for the Kingdom, we back. Just wanted to come on here real quick and tell y'all about something. I've talked about it in my previous videos too. If you watched, I maybe talked about it in maybe one or two videos in the past. But I wanted to come on here and let y'all know something. I'm a stutterer, bro. Like I stutter. I grew up stuttering, and even though it might not look like I do it right now, but I grew up like my whole life, ever since I was a baby until right now. Even to this day, I still stutter. But the thing is, I just know how to mask it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to talk. Like you would really only know like unless you like around me a lot. You know what I'm saying? If I'm like at work, if I'm like around a person who I don't really know like that, then I'm a lot better at not letting it be known. But like growing up, like in class and stuff like that, like it wasn't really that noticeable. It was only really noticeable if I was like at home or if I'm like around someone who I'm like comfortable with. Then that's when they kind of come out a little bit more. But growing up in school, like nobody really like teased me for it or anything like that. Like, of course, you got people saying things like here and there, because it might just slip out at one point. But like I like being at school was where like I really learned how to master that type of stuff. And I'm not saying that like I'm ashamed of it right now, but you know how kids are, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't like I couldn't even imagine growing up in a place like, bro, if I went to middle school like in like New York or something, like, bro, I would have got flamed like every day. Cause you know how, but that's not even just New York though. That's like everywhere. But me, like, I grew up in like an environment where you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't really like sharked on like that. But in a place like that, in like a bigger city, like bro, them New York niggas talk about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Got no filter. So yeah, like I was obviously just kind of trying to mask it, and that's where I learned how to do it was in school because I didn't want to get I didn't want to get talked about. I didn't want to get made fun of. But the one thing that I really never stuttered. Like yeah, like around the homies or something like that, like it would come out a little bit more, and they was okay with that. But the one the one like people like the one set of people who I never really let it come out was with women. Like if I'm talking to like a female or something, like in the past, like when I was trying to talk to like a female or something, like it would never come out. It would like I would never let it be known because like you know it's embarrassing, like for me at least. Like it's embarrassing if like it's embarrassing for any man, even if you stutter or if you don't. It's embarrassing for any man to like stutter in front of a female because obviously you want to like impress them and stuff like that, and you want to try to seem cool and all of that. But for me, it was just kind of like, yo, like I cannot mess this up, and I already stutter as it is. Like I'm already a stutterer, so I cannot mess this up. So I learned how to talk normal when I was talking to women, because I didn't want to come off, I didn't want to come off like a nervous dude. And like I've always been like smooth, I've always been charismatic, and that's all praise and glory to the Most High. Like I've just always had like good energy like around people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I grew up with the stutter, and like most people, like I was always scared about what people would say about my stutter because like you got some like just some people that'll just make fun of it, "Oh, duh, 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 duh." And it was like, you know what I'm saying, like when I'm at home, like I know it don't really seem like it right now, but when I'm at home or if I'm talking to like my like sister or something like that, or like I don't really do it like around my girl or nothing like that. But if it comes out, it comes out. But like if I'm like talking to like my sister or my parents or anything like that, like my grandparents, anything like that, oh yeah, it's coming out. But on like social media, anything like that, if I'm talking to like you're like, if I'm at work or something like that, it's not coming out. It's just what I've been doing for like a long time. But like, regardless with my stutter, like I never let it phase me. I never let my stutter like stop me from doing anything. I never let it stop me from you feel me, taking a stand. You know, like I've always like, you know what I'm saying, like I never let it deter me from nothing. And for the people that want to like talk about it, make fun of it and all of that, like, you know, people that think it's funny, anytime like anyone's ever like mocked me or anything like that with like the this and that, like anytime that's ever happened to me, which it don't really happen ever, honestly, but like when it did used to happen, like anytime someone used to do that, I would just be like, yo, bro, that's a shallow person right there. Obviously, you feel, and like, bro, usually like you would think that like the people that talk the most smack, the people who are like arrogant, always just always talking negatively about someone, you would think the POSs are like the like rich, popular, like in shape or something like that. Like you would think it's those type of people. But 9 times out of 10, the one who's always talking down on someone, hating on someone, being arrogant, is the ones who just suck. Like for real, like the ones who ain't even doing nothing, the ones who hating, like those are the fat ones. Not fat shaming people or anything like that. I'm gonna get to that too. But like, it's just the people who hate themselves. They're always critiquing like somebody else and talking down on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So anyone that like really just made fun of me or anything like that, I always be like, all right, bro, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then even when people be like, hey, yo, bro, like, why you be stuttering, bro? I'm like, hey, bro, like, nigga, why you fat, bro? Why you ugly as hell, bro? Why you suck, my nigga? Why does no chick want to be with you? You see, but I can't say that though, because if I said that, I'd be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But you see, it's like, people like that want to talk, judge, criticize everybody else, but then when somebody bark back at them with the same negative energy they giving off to other people, it's a problem now. And then they get all mad. You see, but that's a narcissist right there. That's straight demonic. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come you could talk about everybody else, but then when somebody says something back to you, see, the same way that they came at my insecurities or my disability or whatever, see, I'm coming at them now by straight up, you feel me, just getting on them too, you know what I'm saying? But see, inherently though, I'm not even a person like that. Like, I don't even like sharking on people like that. I don't even care about nobody's looks or anything like that. But it's like, see, I would never get physical over somebody making fun of that. Like, that's so like immature. But you see, it's like, if somebody talk about my stutter and try to like embarrass me, then I'm gonna roast their ass back. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, bro, like, why you out of shape, bro? Why you fat, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you see, bro, that's when it's really gonna be a problem, because they know I'm getting on their ass, bro. And usually the people that only really like would come at me about my stutter is because they know that that's the only way that they could take me down. That right there is like the only way that they could like really humiliate me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say like I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. But like, they know that that's the only way that they could really get to me is by just like a flaw in me, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just, yeah, man, that's something like I've dealt with my whole life, but I never let it phase me. I never let it phase me. And back to that other comment too, like see, like, I don't think anybody's like ugly, you feel me? I don't think anyone on this earth is truly like a ugly ass nigga, you feel me? I believe that everybody is beautiful in their own way. I feel like everybody's made in God's image, and you know, everyone has beauty in their own way. I don't really think anyone's like a straight up behemoth, like a ugly ass nigga or anything like that. But if somebody come at me wanna be shallow and talk about my stutter or something like that, then I'm gonna come at y'all, because Like, and no, I don't give energy to like anyone that wants a reaction out of me. But if it's just some quick stuff, or like, if it's just some like, if it's like a situation I can't avoid or something like that, and if they really getting on me, I would never go back and forth with any troll or hater on social media ever. But I'm talking about if it's like in person, usually I'll just walk away. But, you know what I'm saying, on something like that, I'll just be like, hey, man, like, because really they hating, bruh. They hating, bro. Like, see, this is what you got to understand about people who, like, hate, people who make negative comments about people who try to, like, troll people, all of that. Like, people go out their way to make a negative comment towards somebody else. That should tell you that you have dominion over them, bro. Like, not even trying, like, don't let that go over your head, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they care so much about your reaction that they're doing whatever they can, bro, they're basically seeking your validation. But I don't want to make that the video was about stuttering, and yeah, I'm a make a part 2 because I got some crazy stories, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate y'all watching the video though. But that's my story, man. I'm a stutterer, and I never let it stop me from nothing. I've always yeah, man, I've always embraced it. I've always embraced the way I was. I always loved myself. And then even when I started to take care of myself and invest in myself was when I started to really, everything just went good. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all watching. Much love. Peace.